Alright everybody, welcome back, and this is a interesting one. This is part 2, I would like to say, of cleaning game contacts. Mainly because I just recently got this game in, and I'm glad of my policy to clean games before testing them. Because I looked inside this thing at the contacts. I haven't even opened it yet, but looking at the contacts, this is probably the worst game I have ever seen. So let's go ahead and see if I can clean this sucker using my normal methods. I may have to take steel wool to that, and that's kind of why I'm recording this one, just because if I do, I can get that on film and show people how I would do that. But yeah. Go ahead and start out by removing the 2 screws in the back, as I've showed you before in the first game cleaning video. And remember, lift and pull back. Just got these 2 little tabs here, you don't want to break them off. Set that to the side. Now need a Phillips head screwdriver. That's funny. Where did my Phillips head screwdriver go? Yeah, I'll just use this one. Oh, there it is. Blind. Okay, and then you just want to remove these 2 Phillips screws. Get this RF shield off. Go ahead and it's not want to come off. And go ahead and pull the cartridge out. That off. Move that out of the way. Now I don't know how well you can see that, but let's see if I can get this closer and get the camera to focus. Doesn't want to focus on that. There you go. Get an idea of how bad that corrosion is all along there. That's pretty freaking bad. I mean, the other side, I mean, there's a little bit right here. It's not so bad, but man, this is the worst I have seen as far as corrosion goes on these contacts. But yeah, let's see if we can clean these suckers up. So we'll focus back in here, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and get my cloth out here. Go ahead and start with our game cleaning paste. Give it a shake. And I am not going to bother using Q-tips, because this stuff's just going to tear apart the Q-tips. So what I'm going to use instead are the anti-static wipes that I usually use just to clean. These things are a little bit more abrasive than a cotton swab. Will actually stand up a little better. So go ahead and just get the game cleaning paste on there. Now I'm just going to start going back and forth on it. I mean, yeah, look at that. I mean, just a couple of swipes and it's already, I mean, it's getting some off, but it's, ew, it is bad. I'm thinking this may need to have some steel wool taken to it, but yeah, let me go ahead and keep scrubbing here, see if I can get this stuff cleaned off, and I will be back in a moment. Alright, so I am back, and yeah, after a good deal of scrubbing, I am still not able to get all of it off, but I mean I've turned these two cloths into, they're just coming apart now at this point, but as you can see, they're pretty black here. Another trick you can even try is using some lemon juice or some white distilled vinegar or even some water mixed with some baking soda to help try to dissolve corrosion. But that's only gonna take care of, some light corrosion. If it's as bad as this is, which I tried it on this and it really didn't have any effect, but I'll zoom in on the back here, and I was able to, for the most part here, as you can see, it's all cleaned up. I just need to clean the paste off of it, but on the front here, I don't know if you can see from that, but yeah, it's still pretty bad. So I'm gonna do what I really don't want to do, and that is get invasive, and that is using some good old steel wool. This is quadruple aught steel wool. I wouldn't use anything more abrasive than double aught. You can find this stuff at Lowe's, Home Depot, anywhere. But I am going to start with this, which is about as fine as you're going to get, and see if we can get this off just by using some very, very light pressure. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure to avoid the green part here. This is solder mask, and you can see these lines going up into the chips and everything. These are what are called traces, and these carry electric signal from the chips, capacitors, resistors, whatever, to these pins, so that the system can read the cartridge. If you sand these up enough, this will lift and your game will be toast. So that's why I really avoid this kind of stuff. So you want to be very careful to stay away from that, but just go back and forth using light pressure to try to get the corrosion off. And as I can see already, it is not having too much of effect. This is just too fine. Normally I use quadruple aught to rough up a surface before I'm going to paint it. And it looks like it is just too fine to take this corrosion up. So I am going to give this a try, which is triple aught steel wool. I actually do not have any double aught, so this is what I've got. This is what we're going to try. See if we can get it to come off. So as you can see, just grabbing the PCB here, just back and forth, applying only as much pressure as you need to remove the corrosion. Now I am going to go ahead and work at this and see if I can continue to get the rest of this corrosion off, and I will be back shortly to show you the results. Alright, so I have spent some time on that, and I think I've gotten it as good as it's going to get. Let's try to zoom in here. No, not quite. Come on. There we go. Maybe. Alright, don't know how well that's showing up. But anything that you're seeing in that picture, in this frame, is pitting. that's left over from the corrosion, which there's no way you're gonna be able to get rid of. I mean, it's physically eaten away those portions of the contact, these little specks that are left. And there's literally nothing I can do about that. That's what corrosion does, and that's why it's bad. It eats up metal, and hopefully this game, it should work. Hopefully it will once I get done with it. But now that we have sat here and, you know, went to town on it with the steel wool, there is pieces of the steel wool left all over it. So we're going to want to get the compressed air out. Make sure we blow it off. And now you're definitely going to want to clean it again using the game paste because of all those fragments that are left over. So just go ahead and we'll clean it like I showed you before in the other cleaning video. Just get a Q-tip and go up and down. We'll just go up and down the back too, even though it's already clean. But now we'll go ahead and get, actually I do not want to set it on there because I can see a lot of little fibers from the steel wool, but we'll get our 99% ISO to clean this up. So we've got some paste up here on the PCB. Happens, just clean it up. The ISO, flip it over, same here. Now I am actually going to get a new cloth here because those two are destroyed. There we go. And it's amazing the difference I'm seeing as compared to before, but yeah, let's try to zoom in here. And as you can see there, on the other side, I mean, it actually shines now, whereas before it was incredibly dull. But yeah, I mean, that was that was pretty bad. But and as you can see on here, there's also a lot of crap going on in there too. So let's go ahead and clean this up while we're in here, because we just definitely do not want to leave. I'm actually going to move the camera to get a better angle on this. Sorry about that. Yeah, now the RF shield just lifts right out. And then I am just going to use some Windex right here. Pop this open. Just drip it in there. And then I'm going to get a toothbrush here and go to town and get this crap out of here. I don't know what the heck this stuff is or what this person did with this game, but yeah, it's pretty freaking gross. I just need some paper towels here. Wipe this up. And I'm going to use compressed air to get it out of these little cracks. Amazingly, that looks like new on the inside anyway. And now we'll try to get it off this RF shield. Whatever this stuff is, it's just like, it is nasty. I can imagine this game probably spent some time in a storage unit. And I hope so. I hope this wasn't the result of just sitting in somebody's house, because it's really, really gross. This is what's going on in your house. It's time to make some life decisions. Make some changes. I don't know, maybe I'm a bit OCD and I do clean a lot. But, you know, it's just really gross. But yeah. So, go and get that out of the way. It's a little bit cleaner, but yeah. Go ahead and just drop that back into the bottom of the cartridge there. And we grab this little piece of plastic here, put it back on, and the other RF shield, snap it down, get our 2 Phillips screws, tighten those down, but not too tight. Remember, these Nintendo games, their cartridge games, just the screw posts are not very strong and they will strip out incredibly easy. You know, just slide on from the bottom, snap down the top. Especially these ones, you don't want to strip these out. Just ever so slightly tighten them, finger tight. Don't need to torque them down. There we go, we have it back together. Now we just need to clean up the outside, maybe get this sticker off the back here. And yeah, I will be showing you this in a pickups video, and I guess you'll probably be seeing this after the pickups video, but I'll talk about it in the pickups video and you'll know whether or not this actually works or not, because I will have tested it by then. But yeah, pretty nasty game, the worst I've ever seen. Hopefully that fixes it. If not, I would be pretty disappointed, but yeah. Thanks for tuning in. If you've got any comments, go ahead and leave them down below. If you got any questions, definitely ask. I'm willing to help out in any way I can if you're having problems. And I'm sure there's other people out there who know more than me that are willing to help out as well. So yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe too. If you like this video, go ahead, just do me a favor and click the like button. But yeah, we will see you with the next video. Alright, thanks guys.